my Leos, this is your 2021 reading for the year, for next year. I'm going to be going over your career, finances, beginning of the year, middle of the year, end of the year. And this could be for your rising sun or moon. Remember, this is a general reading, so do take what resonates with you and what doesn't, cast aside kind of thing. So we'll be going through. We are being blessed by my cat Lucky today, so embrace it. So let's begin. I am going to go a little bit over how this past year was for you. I know no one wants to really remember this past year, but you have to remember your history, otherwise you tend to repeat it. So let's pull a card for what is an overview of 2020. The irony, we got the Strength card, which is the Leo card. So what I'm gathering with you, Leo, for this past year, you have been fighting to overcome any difficulties, and you may have carried the weight of others and their pain this past year, but you made it. So I guess where I'm thinking, Leos, this past year, you did a lot of fighting and had to stay very strong for a lot of people. I feel like a lot of people around you were very down or set, or they did go through a depression, or they did lose a loved one, and you kind of carried their pain on your shoulders and tried to take care of everybody till the end of the year, and that's very strong of you. And so I feel like you just basically fought through this entire year and you made it through. And so what I'm gathering is that, Leos, you stayed strong and you end up making it. And so I applaud you for that and your strength. But that was last year. This is the upcoming year. So let's move on to bigger and grander things. So first, I'm going to start with like some money. So career, money, stuff like kind of that. So let's see. Alrighty. So for career, we got the Queen of Pentacles. And for money, finances, we got Judgment. So with the Queen of Pentacles, what I'm getting for your career or your job right now is that your rewards will be paying off. So you may have, with the Strength card, you may have been carrying the weight of other coworkers. And I feel like this upcoming year, your job will definitely recognize that and you will be rewarded for that hard work. And I'm guessing just in general, your career overall will be really working out. I'm also getting that it's a good time to start investing in other things or even branching out to new things. Like your job is going well, but maybe it's time to start taking time to like slightly branching out or putting your eggs in other baskets kind of thing. But the Judgment card, what I'm getting with the money, is that this year you should slow down on your spending. Definitely. It's not that you're going to struggle with your money, but I think you should just slow down more. And then with the investments that the Queen of Pentacles is advising you to do, is make sure that you double check your investments before you actually invest, or make sure you just do more research before you try. Like, look into what each basket has to hold and what the basket's about before you put your eggs in them, kind of thing. So just kind of double checking is what I recommend, but nothing too bad for finances. Now we're moving on to love. Love is next. How is love gonna look for you guys, Leo, in 2021? We got the 8 of Swords. Now, hold up. Don't freak out, because normally people freak out for that card. So with the 8 of Swords, what I'm getting, if you're single, my Leos, I feel like your insecurities are going to start building, and they're going to start ruling you, and you'll create walls, which then, when you create walls, no one wants to be with that. They sense that, they sense the insecurity, and they sense the walls, and sometimes that's just too much to handle. So I feel like this, for any of my singles, to really work on your self-confidence and let people in and maybe seek some help to overcome those fears and the lack of trust that you have, because you can't constantly do that. You can't constantly surround yourself with walls or barriers so no one can get in. Because normally what I get from the Eight of Swords is that you do this and you build those walls and you protect yourself so you don't risk getting hurt. But in the end, you do still hurt yourself because no one can come near you. So then you're just kind of lonely and you're just kind of trapped. And then you become like in this hole. You don't see anything and how things are going because you're just in your own kind of world. And it's just not healthy. And for any of my people who are in relationships, this year, what I'm gathering with this card is that there's going to be issues starting or arising, and you guys are just not syncing. Things are just not syncing. Things aren't melding, and there's going to be like little fights here and there, and they start building into bigger fights. And it's maybe because you feel like your point is not getting across, or you want something and you're just getting irritated with every situation. And so what I recommend for any of my people that are in relationships is to sit down and communicate with your partner. But also not just communicate, you need to comprehend. Because you can talk all you want, but if you don't understand the words or the situation that's happening, you might as well just not talk at all. So communicate, but also comprehend what each other's saying and go from there. And I feel like with the Eight of Swords, for my singles and maybe people in relationships, I think it's just the stress of last year that's finally just building and you're not letting it go. So people in relationships talk about your stress because that may be what's holding you back. And my single people letting go of that stress of last year and not continuing to hold the burden of others. And I think they'll also let you go. So let's move on to family and friends. All right, for your family and friends, we got Three of Cups. Yeah, definitely a lot of your friends and you and family will be having a lot of parties, what I'm gathering. A lot of family reunions. Something from the past may show up. I feel like you and your family just went through so much this past year that this upcoming year, you're just basically like, we're going to have a party. We're going to enjoy that we made it, and we're going to have fun. We're going to reunite. We're going to have a lot of family reunions. We're going to have a lot of gatherings. And, you know, I know a vaccine is coming out soon, so you'll be able to have your family gatherings and parties. So definitely a lot of celebration is coming soon. Now let's look at the beginning of the year. So the beginning of the year, I'm going from January to April. All right. Let's see, we got the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. So with the Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Cups for the beginning of the year, I'm definitely getting a career change. So your investments may be happening, or your whatever you're branching out into could really be taking off. But I'm gathering some kind of career change that will allow you to be more creative and showcase your skills is definitely what I'm getting. So there may be a career change where you can definitely start being more artistic or creative in your work. So I'm getting for the beginning of the year of that, a lot of career. Let's do the middle of the year. This will be from May to August. So we got the Five of Wands and the Chariot for the middle of the year. So for the middle of the year, what I'm getting with the Five of Wands and the Chariot is there's going to be some kind of competition at your job. why am I getting a lot of work, a lot of career for you guys this year? A lot of career changes this year. So there may be someone who's not liking how you're doing things and how you are creatively putting your input in, and they may try challenging you. But I'm also getting that this challenge, this competition is really going to push you to do your best and be the best kind of thing. Let's see. And I feel like this conflict is really going to make you embrace yourself and your quirks and your worth ethic, and you're basically just kind of you're going to ignore them a little bit. You're just going to be like, well, I'm going to come up on top. I'm going to focus on what I want and what my goals are. And I mean, you can fight me, but I'll come up on top kind of thing. That's what I'm getting. So there might be someone in your workplace that's trying to like compete with you, or they don't like how you're doing things, and they might start disagreeing with you on a bunch of things, but you're just going to keep on going. Let's look at the end of the year. We got the Ace of Cups and the Three of Wands. Alright, with the Ace of Cups and the Three of Wands, what I'm getting is you're going to be growing spiritually and mentally a lot by the end of the year. And this is September to December of 2021. You're going to be looking ahead and focus on your needs and your wants finally after fighting and trying new things and exploring new things. You're really going to settle down and figure out, like, what do I really want? What fits my needs? What fits my wants? And you're just going to be looking at the future. I have a feeling you have a long-term plan for your job and your career, and you're really going to start buckling down on like what you want in the future and what you see for yourself. So I did pull a couple cards for what could be like your biggest challenge and how to fight those biggest challenges, because I feel like you guys are going to go through a lot, especially in your career this upcoming year. So we got the Knight of Swords for your biggest obstacle. So what I'm getting from the Knight of Swords is going to be a lot of you're going to have this mentality of all in kind of success and reaching your goals quickly, which I feel like we can lead out to burnout. And what I'm getting is a huge message of you're going to be sacrificing a lot because you do have a lot of goals. You want to accomplish other things. You're investing your time or energy and money into things, and you're really pushing your creative endeavors, but that sacrifice comes with a price. So you need to figure out, is it really worth rushing to do all these things? And is the sacrifice, will the repayment be good enough for those sacrifices? And it may be time, or even friends, or even family time. And a lot of celebrations will be happening this year, and you may like try to skip them to keep working, and that might not pay off in the long run. And how to help with this, we got the Six of Wands. So with the Six of Wands, what will help you fight these obstacles is that you will be recognized for your hard work, no doubt about it. You will, like I said with the Queen of Pentacles, you're going to start being recognized for all the hard work that you've been working on, and you've been carrying the weight of a lot of people, and you will be recognized for that. And I think it's a good time to how to help accomplish these goals and not be rushed or stop these obstacles is to have people help you. It's okay to ask for help, and people who have the same goal as you will all achieve what you want in the end, and that's okay. I'm now getting randomly that the people that you might be fighting with, because you carried a lot of other people's weight last year and did a lot of work for others, I feel like people are going to get mad at you because you're no longer carrying that weight, because now you're focusing on yourself and what you want, and people are going to get kind of petty. They're like, well, you did this for me last year, why can't you do it this time? And it's like, no, because I'm doing my own thing. Do your own work. I'm getting a lot of that. And you will not back down. That's what I'm getting randomly from the Five of Wands area. And the challenges, yeah. Okay, so the overview of the whole year in one card is... Ooh, we got these Seven of Cups. So basically, for the Seven of Cups, what I'm getting as an overview for the whole year is that you have the power to accomplish all your dreams and all your goals, but it's up to you. No one else can stop you. No one can change it. You can make this year however you want. Basically, with the Seven of Cups is that, Leo, you have the power to do this year however you want. You can change it. You might decide, you're like, you know what, I'm not going to have trust issues. I'm not going to be insecure. I'm going to have a great relationship. You can be like, you know what, I don't want to work as hard, or I don't want to have family celebrations, or I don't want to do all these things. And you might completely just change the course of the tarot. And that is okay, because you're Leo and you can change whatever you want. This year is however you make it. And you're not restricted. I want you to know that. With this card, it's telling me that you are not restricted to do one thing or the other. You can do whatever you want. So that's what I'm getting for your overview of the whole year. So that's what I'm getting for all the tarot cards. I also did pull a Buddha card. These cards tell you basically what you should work on, what you should think about the entire year. Well, you can do it for the month, year, week, but I pull this card for what you should work on for the year, and they do, at the end of the booklet that I will read from, tell you what kind of actions and reflection you should do. So this is your Buddha, and you got pure effort. Definitely going to be making a lot of efforts this year. Okay, let's see if it will. There we go. So pure effort. Enlightenment is not your birthright. Those who succeed do so only through proper effort. Consider all spiritual teachings as it is an intellectual exercise to be practiced daily, diligently, with discipline. This constant effort to maintain your daily practice is central to all spiritual practices that bring about personal transformation. So this is what you need to work on this year, Leo. And let me read from the book. Alrighty. Your conscious effort and inner strength and unshakable commitment will bring out lightness when encountering darkness, hope, and when experiencing self-doubt or disappointment, love when faced with hatred, and joy instead of sadness. This emphasis on maintaining your daily practice is central to all spiritual practices that bring about personal transformation and will enable you to be aware and awake to each moment in terms of how you live your life. Like this pure, constant effort leads to self-mastery. Your reflection. Have you ever forced something to happen in an unskilled way for your own benefit and caused unhappiness to others? And your action for this year should be write down a list of the areas of your life where you have applied your skillful effort and have been benefited yourself and others. So definitely making effort for what you want, but also remembering not to hurt others to achieve what you want. And think about what you're doing if it could actually help other people in the long run. Well, Leo, that was your 2021 reading. I hope this helped. This could be for your rising sun or moon. If you want to check out the other videos for your other placements, you can do so. But I hope this helped, and I'll see you guys soon.